Good morning, friends. I am back to the book by Peter Zeihan. In the first two videos, I talked about the civil wars, the two world wars, the trade journeys, and the finance trades of various races and ethnicities. In this video 3, I am going to discuss two important topics: energy and industrial materials of the New World. The world renowned geopolitical strategist Peter Zeihan has given a detailed account of the energy and industrial materials factors that have enabled the world to move forward at an accelerated speed. Initially, the author enlightened us on the difficulties faced by some nations in sourcing oil. Peter then elaborates on how the nations are trying to establish their own control of oil fields. According to him, some nations are blessed with oil's natural resources. Our country, the United States, is one of them. The author goes on to confirm that our earlier leaders were successful in managing, monitoring, and controlling the oil supplies from Iran, Indonesia, Nigeria, and Angola. The author asserts that the Americans built systems, safeguarded, and expanded the oil supply systems with certain actions, while also monitoring the oil market in those countries. Peter points out the success of our regulations in controlling the oil supply and the oil market in Saudi Arabia and Mexico. After the Cold War, the American engineering and consulting companies for oil exploration were able to establish their businesses successfully in Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan. The author provides some interesting statistics on oil supplies. The bulk of the internationally traded oil comes from the Persian Gulf area, which supplies approximately 20 million barrels of oil per day. Russia produces 15 million barrels per day, while the USA produces 4 million barrels per day. Our country uses cutting-edge technologies for drilling known as horizontal drilling. With this method, not even a drop of oil remains in the ground. The author explains that not only the oil companies in the Gulf area, but also those located in the regions of Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan depend on American security architecture as well as the skills and the knowledge of American technical specialists on oil to access their underground oil, drill for it, and process the oil. Oil being an essential commodity, even a small change in the price of oil can significantly affect the human life. Oil is transported by ocean in barges and tankers. Whenever possible, it is pumped through pipelines for transportation. The author uses statistics to confirm that today the world consumes 97 million barrels of oil daily. Besides oil, natural gas is also used as fuel in manufacturing electricity. Like the oil, the Gulf region, Russia, and the USA have plenty of natural gas. When the natural gas is pressurized and chilled, it can be transported easily. This is when it is known as LNG, that is, liquefied natural gas. LNG is available in large quantities in Qatar, Australia, Nigeria, and in the USA. Nowadays, the importance of green energy is emphasized greatly. Even green energy with wind and solar energy are insufficient to meet the power-hungry nations' demands. The world is jubilant about the innovation of lithium-ion batteries-powered automobiles. These electric vehicles can easily control carbon emissions. However, battery-powered vehicles are expensive. Because of the instability and insecurity prevailing in the Middle East regions, the supply of oil and gas is subject to disruption. There is a fear that the globalization that we celebrated a decade ago may end the civilized world now. With that note of apprehension, the author concluded the energy chapters in the book. Let me now take you to the chapter on industrial materials. History has witnessed and documented battles and wars among nations to capture lands with precious metal resources. The British Empire had a tendency to travel to far off places and lands to lay claim on any material that they fancied. France and Germany fought to take control of each other's iron ore and coal mines. For metals like tin, bauxite, and copper, Japan invaded Korea. Over the years, out of compulsion and sheer necessity for survival, the nations have made compromises and settled their differences, enabling one nation to supply the material the other needs. Iron is considered the most important metal for human life. China has the largest iron ore mines in the world, but the Chinese iron ore is of low quality. Hence, China imports high quality iron ore from South Africa, India, Canada, the USA, and Brazil for its domestic use in projects. China exports their low quality iron ore to many countries. Australia has iron ore and also coal mines, making it a perfect place for steel production. As steel is the base metal, all nations are hungry for it. Next to steel, aluminium is the most sought after metal. To process aluminium from its bauxite ore, cheap electric power is required. Denmark, Norway, and Russia have cheap hydropower so that they produce good quality aluminum from their bauxite ore and export aluminum as a finished product to other countries. Next, copper is considered the metal for human use and a wonder metal for mass industrialization. Copper is the primary metal used in the manufacture of windings, wires, electric motors, generating sets, copper tubings, appliances, semiconductors, and magnets. It is also used in many other industrial applications. When copper is blended with tin, bronze is produced. Bronze is stronger and is preferred for use in many intricate applications. Out of the 20 large copper smelting plants in the world, 10 are located in China. China uses all those finished copper products for its domestic use. In addition, China imports copper from Peru and Chile. The author then discusses cobalt, lithium, and silver. China has many cobalt refineries, followed by Congo in Africa. Australia and Philippines produce cobalt, but most of the produce is exported to the USA and Japan. All of us love gold as a precious metal. Gold brings respect, value, and prestige. The semiconductor industry uses some quantity of gold. Lead is a metal that is easy to mine, shape, alloy, and handle with any chemicals. Lead acid batteries are recycled but need to be handled with care. Molybdenum. Molybdenum is a superalloy product all countries use for their military ammunition. Then platinum, palladium, rhodium, and iridium are the rarest materials. These metals are largely available only in South Africa. Because these metals are rare, they are expensive. Extracting them from their ores is also laborious. Rare earths are plentiful in China and their cost is almost negligible. Since the costs are so low, other nations have yet to attempt to explore them by extracting them. The author confirms that nickel, when blended with chromium and steel, becomes stainless steel. Different grades of stainless steel are available for industrial applications. Nickel is widely used in electroplating and battery manufacturing. Next, the author discusses silicon. Silicon is used extensively in ceramic and in kitchen applications. The purest form of silicon is used in semiconductors and in glass manufacturing. Top class, high grade silicon is used for solar panels. While discussing uranium, the author details nuclear power plants where enriched uranium is used as a fuel. The global accessibility of these materials explained by me has enabled economic growth, technological advancement, and improved the lifestyles of worldwide. Continuous improvements are also made through various combinations of blending these materials which produce superalloys for use. I followed Peter Zeihan and have taken some time in explaining the various metals the world is trying to use for its new applications. That concludes my video. Please give a thumbs up and use the video. Share it with at least 5 of your friends to encourage my efforts. I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@mjalals. I will see you soon with another video. Till then, my best wishes to you all. Jalal M. Khan. Thank you.